Hello, hello, my beautiful lovelies. Welcome back to yet another pick a card reading here on the channel. If you're new, hi, my name is ADIE and I will be your tarot reader today. Today, we are getting nasty. We are getting dirty. We're crossing over to the dark side and we're going to do a spicy read today. Today, we are going to tap into who are you haunting and why, 18 plus version. Okay, I'm really excited for this. I'm looking at the card selections and I feel the energy coming off of them right now. Because I just kind of like go with the flow when I pick these pictures for the selections, and it's usually like just things that I like or I think that is cool, and I kind of forget about them until I have to do the reading. So I feel the energy kind of coming off, the 18 plus energy coming off of these piles. I'm excited. But before we jump into this juicy pick a card, spicy, hot pick a card, I do want to talk about the coven activities. Now we're hot off the releasing candle ritual. I'm filming this, I have not done it yet, okay? But I have pieced the ritual all together, so I know it's gonna be fucking late. I know it was late, okay? Now I did offer that to the public, like I've mentioned, that spirit was just really on my heart with everything that's been going on in the world. And just also me as a healer, I feel like I'm stepping into this new phase of showing my work and really committing to the collective with group collective working and healing work with the coven. So Spirit told me these candles need to be open for the public. There's so many people that need help. So the candle burnings each month will be open to everybody. If you want to join in on these candle burns, send your donations to my Cash App or my PayPal, or just join the coven if you want the whole experience. Because like I said, I'm taking my girls through a journey of transmutation, transformation. And so the candle burns is just one part to kind of kickstart the energies that we're doing already in the coven. Okay, so I'm probably still working this release and removal ritual, candle working. So if you still want to join, send any amount to my Cash App or PayPal, or join the coven. You're already included in all of these rituals that I'm hosting, whether they're for the public or just selectively for the coven. Okay, now the candle burns will be open, but everything else will be very private. We have a ritual, another kind of ritual, but this is more to solidify the closure process of what we're letting go. We have another ritual coming up this Friday on the 14th. Okay, so if you're interested in really, especially if you're working on like deep trauma cycles that you're finding hard to exit, you know, you really need change, join the coven, because we're going through this energy in depthly. All right, so there is that next releasing closure ritual on the 14th, and then after that we're doing a hoodoo cleanse. We'll be getting into cleansing work, studying cleansing work and doing some cleansing rituals in the coven, and that will start on the 22nd. Following that, we'll be getting into protection work. Okay, so join if you're interested in the full experience and wanting to get into community and collective healing and work. But join. There'll be a protection candle in December. That'll be the next candle burn. Sorry guys, my kids are just ending school. My son is doing a history lesson and they're goofing around. Their dad is with them, but sorry about that. My kids are learning and fighting. The next candle burn will be a protection candle, and that will happen in December. I'll give you guys a list of the coven activities if you guys are interested. Also, book club. I am on week 1. When this posts, I'll be on week 2. I have it on my schedule to always check in with the book club. This book, The Artist's Way, okay, It's good. It's got things coming up, yo. It's really good. I really love it. I picked it because I feel like it's really fitting for the letting go process and cultivating new creativity for the spring and the summer. So get in on the book club if you haven't. Magically Meta. I'll have a link down below so that you guys can check it out. We are almost 100 people with this book club, Magically Meta. We explore books of magic and wonder. Okay, join if you're interested. This book that we're doing, we'll be reading it for the next 12 weeks. I didn't even know it was that long, but I'm okay with it because I love a slow burn. I love going deep into work, and like I love the process. You know, I'm not a quick bitch, you know what I mean? So it's a 12-week process, and I'm giving my thoughts. Today, I'm going to be writing my thoughts in the book club tonight. Also, you guys, the Glamour course launched in September. It's my baby. It's my latest creation besides the Coven. It is my glamour school where I teach glamour, beauty, and sex magic all in one course, okay? It's for those ladies, those spiritual baddies that want to be a triple threat, okay? It launched in September. It is available for enrollment. You can enroll through the Coven. So when you join the Coven, you have full access to that course and all the stuff that we're getting into. Or you can just join it separately and not be a part of the Coven. So check that out. It's in my link tree. Also the Divine Tarot Academy, where I teach girls how to read cards, channel, tap into their psychic abilities. That's also available through the Coven access and off the Coven access. So it just depends on what is you prefer. Okay, but you can get those down below as well in my link tree. Everything is in my link tree. I'm also going to link the book club there too. So check it out if you guys are interested. I think that's it for just like our little community announcements, you know. Everything is linked down below. Follow me on social media and check out my nails. I love them. I create my own nails. I put my magic and my glamour into these nails, and I was really in a vibe when I created these, you guys. Okay, I was really in a vibe. They're kind of giving very much like Alien, you know, Xenomorph. I don't know. Sometimes I wing it. Sometimes I know exactly a vibe that I'm going for, a design. But this one, I was like really in my feelings and just like I had the intention and I let the feelings guide me through. All right, you guys. So let's get into this spicy, delicious reading. All right, my loves, let's dive into this juicy, hot, spicy 18 plus. All right, look, you guys. You guys need to get this video to 150 likes. If you gotta share this motherfucker, share it. All right, share it, because this is gonna be a juicy one. But let's get this video and the next 18 plus to 150 likes. All right, and make sure you hype this video up so it can circulate. All right, and if you follow through, I will follow through with some more 18 plus extensions of these readings. So let's get it to over 150 likes. All right, you guys. Now we got 3 readings. Number 1, we got Cardi B with the snakes coming out. Medusa, giving very Medusa energy. This is when she was Medusa for Halloween, I think a couple years ago. And then we have Doja Cat as a poodle. I thought this picture was so cute. I absolutely love it. And then we have Tinashe. She's just dripping with slime. So I'm kind of interested in what we're going to be finding out. Who are you haunting? Okay. Who are you haunting? 18 plus. So let's get into it. Pick your reading and I will see you at your reading. All right, reading number 1. Welcome. Come on in. Let's find out who you are haunting and why. So we got Cardi B here. Medusa. Okay. Medusa. So you're haunting someone. You are haunting someone. I'm hearing regular. So this is someone who is regular to you. You feel like this is just a regular. It could be somebody that like is in a group, or you see them a lot, you know, at your job or something. Like they're a regular. But I'm also hearing regular. So they're just like this. They're kind of like, I don't know, in your eyes you would feel more elevated, more elevated than this person, right? They're just a regular. They're nobody special. This is who you're haunting. Okay, and so I also feel like you stopped this person in their tracks. Like you stopped this person before they even got close to you. You know, there was an incident where you guys could have saw each other and you gave them a look, and it kind of just like froze them in time. They think about that time over and over when they last saw you. They think about when they last saw you. You know, this is someone that you haven't talked to in a while. You feel like they're just a regular. They could feel like they're a regular. Let's keep it real. They could feel that way. Okay. You might have felt like this person was really attractive. You were about them, but they could have felt like they were just a regular. Okay. And I just feel like this person wanted to hurt you. You could have felt like this person wanted to hurt you, and you stopped that shit. And you turned that bitch to stone. You really stopped them. They were frozen in time the last time they saw you. And they just cycled that same conversation, that same look, that same night. You know, they just cycle it. There's something that, you know, they're haunted by. Okay? This is 18 plus. No, but that energy is coming up. So that could have been how this energy like ended with you guys. They're very heavily going beyond the 18 plus energy into more of like a deeper spiritual, emotional, you know, you got this person's mind. All right. They're very fearful of you. You're haunting them because they are afraid of you. Okay. It's giving very much, you have superpowers. You have, you know, allies in the spiritual realm that, you know, they don't want to fuck with you. Okay. They don't want to fuck with you. That's what this picture is really giving to me. So let's get some other energies. We're going to get into some nasty cards. Okay. But you're haunting them because you were very emotional with this person. So if you made love to this person, if you were flirting with them, it was very much an emotional connection. They felt like they could have had a family with you. You know, they could have a family. You guys could have children together. You know, that's why they can't get over you, because you BM, you know. So they also felt like you're very comforting, you're very nurturing, you know, you're very protective over them, you know. You could have been very defensive as well. You could have been very defensive, very heavily on the break apart. You know, they're very haunted about how you guys disconnected. You were very defensive, and that's why they are haunted by you. You could have been very intuitive, and you could have read this person down to filth, and they just know it. They're cycling over and over the things that you've said, and everything was correct, everything was right. But there's a tenderness, like you were very soft and gentle and loving with this person, very sympathetic for them. I'm seeing someone light candles who could be very spiritual. So they, you know, they can't forget you. You know, they're haunting. They're being haunted, I mean, by your energy. They could be haunting too. Like they could be connecting to you psychically, trying to get into your energy that way. Okay. But let's see what else. We're going to get to the nasty cards, but I just want to get some more information through the tarot. Okay. 18 plus spirit, thank you. Why are they being haunted? So this person can also be a Cancer energy. They can be a Cancer energy with this coming out. Let's get one more. 10th house reputation. So, you know, they felt like connecting with you sexually, connecting with you just period, kind of brought their reputation up. That's why they're haunted. There could have been movies as well that you guys made with each other. You know, those sexy, spicy movies that you guys could have made with each other. Or you could have sent them
those kind of videos, and because it's given very much in the spotlight, right? They see you as this like sex figures. What do they call it? Sex symbol. They see you as that, but they do, like, they're haunted because they felt like they were on this throne with you, and now they're not, you know? Yeah, I feel like also they're haunted because you used to gas them up during like sex. You used to like really like compliment them, make them feel good, like really stroke their ego, you know, talk about how big it is, how good they look, how sexy they are, the things that you want to do. But it was also in a very emotional way. Like, you just got them, you know, they felt at peace with you with this Temperance card. Okay, you could have went raw with this person, you know, and they think about that. It's haunting. It felt too good. Like, it felt, the waters were watering, you know, and because, you know, this is the mixing of fluids with the Temperance. When we talk about some, you know, sexual stuff, this is the mixing of fluids. So, you could have not used protection with this person, so they were able to feel you, and that's why it's so haunting. Okay. Whew. But you gave them peace, you know. It was, sex with you was amazing, and it was peaceful. It really cleared their head. It got them right. You know, they could have entered you in a really bad, they could have entered you in a really funky ass mood, low vibration, and when they were done, you had uplifted that person. That's why it's haunting, because they don't got that. They don't got that goddess portal anymore. That's what it is. Okay, so yeah, they're haunted by that. They're haunted about how like you used to just change them. You know, they're haunted because you were very, like, again, intuitive. You know exactly what you're doing. You know exactly what they like. There's something about that. You know how to dress. You know how to move. You know how to talk. You know what to say. You know how to treat their body. And if, you know, if they don't even need to say it, it feels like you are just, you just know, right? 10 of Swords. They feel betrayed. You could have cheated on this person. You could have, like, whatever you did, it felt like betrayal. It felt like a stab in the back. So you could have gave this away to somebody else. You could have done something. Like what I'm hearing. You gave it away to somebody else. And that shit was mine. You know? And so they feel really betrayed. And this person's been betrayed many times. Okay? That's why they're haunted by you. Because it was really good, and you also gave a lot of love. Like, you gave really good sex, but it came with like this emotion and this nurturing and caring and alchemization of their nasty fucking shit. And I don't know, you could have left, and that could have been the betrayal. Not to say that you cheated on this person, but, you know, let's get some positions. Let's see what they're thinking about. Why are they haunted by you? What were you guys doing? The Plow. Okay, so, you know, this just makes me feel like they're just doing crazy stuff with your legs. And they feel haunted by that. They think about that. They think about your legs a lot. And just kind of being like rough, maybe, with you. Padlock. So this is really giving like, you guys could have had sex in like a place that was on top of a table, on top of a counter. It feels really unexpected. It feels very like, okay, we're about to do this, like very aggressive, very spontaneous. Like, you know, you guys had a lot of moments that were very spontaneous, and it was just like on the spot. There was no like really going to the bedroom. It was like wherever we were at, we got down, you know. That's what I'm feeling. You were a good writer. They really liked you being on top. You enjoyed being on top. You guys could have did some funky shit like this. I don't know about that. I'd probably break the nigga's back if I did that. But it's really giving that you were controlling. You might have like made them do some, you know, kinky, unexpected stuff, you know, tight situations. I'm seeing someone in a car. I'm seeing someone kind of like in a closet or something, but definitely very haunted by your writing skills. Okay, let's get some more nasty cards on the table to see why they're haunted by you. You made this person feel real. What the fuck? Okay, hold on. We have the Fool. Okay, so you, again, that's some deeper shit. You know, I'm a deep reader. I go deep. But with this Fool energy, they felt like a little kid. This person could be mature, and this person, like, when they had sex with you, they felt very like excited, wild, all over the place, you know, very excited to the point where they could have like busted quick, you know. They felt very young when they were with you, and I don't think they've ever felt that way with another person. So that's why they're haunted. You know, it could be very wet, you know. This is the Ace. Cover that because they be tripping. Like, how do you guys even see this shit, YouTube? But this is the Ace of Wands. Dang, what is that? Is that a bite out of something? That looks like a heart. Oh, I don't know what the fuck that is. It looks like a heart or a petal or a pillow. So you were biting the pillow. They're thinking about you biting things. You could have bit them. You could have been biting the pillow. You could have left bite marks on them. You could have like really, I'm seeing the blood on her cheek here. And so you could have been someone who bit them and they drew blood and they liked that. But they kind of put you to sleep, or you put them to sleep. Okay. So let's see here. Okay, so what is this? Knight of Waters. Again, very emotional elements. You knew how to talk to them. They feel like very emotionally connected to you during these connections, you know? She looks like she got welts all over her butt. So they could have left marks on you. Very much like you letting them do whatever they want to your body. They feel very much like they could just like do whatever they want, you know, pick you up. She looks tied, like her hands are tied, and he's just like picking her up and taking her. Like, there's a lot of manhandling here that they really like. Okay. And that's haunting them. Like, you just kind of let them do whatever they want, have their way with you, you know? And it was really fun, but it looked like you were very emotional. Like your facial expressions felt like you were really in love with them. Okay. All right. Okay, so 10 of Earth. It's 10 of Pentacles here. You were a 10 in the sack, baby. Okay, you were the best that this person could have had physically. All right, and there is this energy of you possibly not knowing that, like you not realizing that. Maybe they gave off that they were very experienced, and you know, they're really good in bed too. So you're just like, maybe they're the best that you had. But there's this energy of like you not knowing what you got. There's this energy of you not knowing or being nonchalant about it. You don't flaunt that shit. So it's haunting. You know, you don't go around haunting. I mean, you don't go around flaunting what you got. You don't talk about it. You don't act cocky. You just kind of know it. It's in your energy. And that's why it's haunting to this person. All right. So you also used to send them like nasty text messages that they used to read throughout the day. Like you were always sending them messages, telling them that what you love about them, you know, gassing them up. You were really gassing them up. And that's what's haunting. So we have, please give me time. I've never felt this way before. They're very haunted because you like, they needed a lot of time with you. You know, you could have been asked, you wanted commitment. You want that 10 of Pentacles. You know what you got, right? But I also feel like you just couldn't wait anymore for this person. So that's why they are, you know, just give me time. This could be also like this person felt like they needed more time with you. Maybe you weren't pleased, you know, and they're haunted that they didn't get to please you like the way that you deserve to be pleased. Okay, you are wrong. There's this energy of them being wrong. There's this energy of maybe what you did was wrong, but I'm also very heavily feeling like what they did was wrong. You know, maybe making you wait, maybe always needing to give more time to maybe even connect. There's a lot of childish energy with this 10 of Pentacles. You know, you're a 10 all around. Like, you're a 10. Maybe not just in the bed, but just all around. Like, of course, you know. And they wanted more time. Just give you more time. I don't know. Like, they didn't know how to deal with everything that was going on. I can't even look at you right now. So this person is, they are haunted. Like, they're not even looking at you. They don't ask about you. They don't get up on your social media, but they're still haunted by you. They still think about you every day. This person's very haunted. Number 1. Let me know down below. Let me know about it. Like, what? Why do they feel like you betrayed them? Let me know, okay? And I'll see you guys in the next reading. Peace. All right, reading number 2. Welcome. Come on in. Let's look at this picture. You are thick, yo. I just say you are thick. That's why they haunted. You thicky. Okay, you Miss Thicky over here. They're very haunted by your thighs and your booty. You know, I also just feel like you're funny as hell. You know, there's an energy of you being very comical, entertaining. You know, I also feel that there's this energy of them treating you like a dog or you treating them like a dog. You know, you were their little puppy or they were your little puppy. Like, very submissive kind of energy, and they really, really loved that. And that's why they're haunted. They haven't had anybody really treat them like a dog, or they haven't really found that person that likes being treated like, you know, being treated like a servant or like, I don't know, a sex slave or a puppy, like very submissive. They haven't found someone that is as submissive as you. Very much heavily haunted by the thickness of your body. Okay, they love it. But let's move along. That's what I'm getting from that. They feel like you're very like loyal too. They are very much haunted because you are loyal to them. Okay, so these cards are going to give us some information on who they are and just more about their haunting. Okay, so let's see. They could have been a dog. You could have felt that way, like they're just a dog. Okay, so we have Pisces. They could be a Pisces. You could be a Pisces, but this is someone who could be very imaginative, but they see you to be, they love your imagination. Like, you throw them off. The things that you would say to them was like, it would throw them off, not in a bad way. Like it would excite them and interest them. You're very different. Okay, this person could have felt like you were trying to escape them. They were trying to escape you. This was someone that does get down about themselves. They could get down about yourselves, but they also like how they were able to kind of like talk that shit to you. Like, maybe like, this is not my jam, but you know, if it's yours, whatever. Like, they're able to say, I want to say like maybe degrading words to you during sex. They were able to say that shit to you. There's a magical energy about you. They feel like you're magical, and that's why you're haunting them. You know, you adored them. You kind of like looked at them like a little puppy. You were like all about them. You were just like obsessed with them, and that's why they're haunted by you. Very dreamy. You were very like fantasy and dreamy about them, you know. That's why they're haunted. You were very compassionate. with this person. You had a healing element to you too. Okay, so you were like kind of like we get the Neptune with the Pisces. So they're haunted with their dreams. They have a lot of dreams about you. Again, there's like these memories, like just I feel like when they think about you, when they think about these memories, it's almost like they can't believe what they did to you. They can't believe what you did to them, how you guys were with each other, you know. They liked how you used to confuse them in bed. Like you could have like did some really like off the wall shit and it was freaky as hell. There was like this spiritual connection between the both of you guys though. And that's why they're very much haunted by you. They love the self-sacrifice, like you just giving yourself to this person, like basically sacrificing, you know. So there could have been like some back and forth, like I'm really getting like some toxic shit, like, but even if you guys were in some toxic shit, you just sacrificed, you know, maybe even making up. You let them get away with a lot of stuff. And that's why they're haunted, because they might not be in that same type of situation where they are now, or they're haunted because you stopped letting them get away with shit, is what I'm feeling here. Okay. But they had a lot of fantasies. They have a lot of fantasies about you, and that's why they're haunted by you. Okay, we're going to get into the nasty cards, but I want to get a little bit more tarot just to get more of this energy flowing. Okay, so let's see, why are they haunted by you? I feel like by now you should know who I'm talking about. All right, so let's see here. Okay, Ace of Wands. We have the Ace of Wands here. So you make this person, like, they're just, whenever they look at you, and this person is definitely looking at old pictures, they are definitely like looking at your social media, looking at things that you've sent them, and they can think about you when they get hard. Okay, they're just always excited. That's why they're haunted, because there's just like nobody turns them on like you. There's something about you, you know what I mean? There's something about you, that body, you know. You make them feel like a man. This person felt very dominating over you, very in control of your body, and they missed that. I feel like they missed that, and that's why they're haunted, because they felt like very possessive, like you were theirs, and now that you're not, they feel very haunted by that, haunted by the times where they had control over you. You were very submissive when it came to them. They felt like your man. Like, this could have been your man. This could have been an ex. This is an ex. Okay? Very much. But you made them feel like that. You feel like a man. Like a masculine. Which they like to feel like. Okay? Star. You made them feel like a star, yo. You could have been a star. You know, you could have been in the public eye. You are in the public eye. You're very talented. Now I'm hearing, I'm all about my whammables. Hearing that song by Nicki Minaj, and she says, I'm all about my whammables, and she's like saying it in this part of the song where she's like, you know, not too much on your mileages, you know. If you're talented, pussy, you know, miles go up. So there's something about you being very talented in bed. Like almost like porn star, like, you know, with this star energy coming out. And I just feel like I'm just seeing this person walk down the road, and I just feel like there's nobody that is like that. There's something about it. There's a very like mystical fantasy like energy about you. Like, you know how to give this person what they want. Fantasy like, you know, and they're going down this road. They might have slept with other people, met other people, and it's just not like you. No one performs like you. No one allows them to be themselves when they're in the act with them. So there's this energy of being free and talented in bed, and just like really openly expressive, and you love to be watched. There could be that kind of energy too, that you like to be watched. But that's why they're haunted by you. that you could be in the spotlight. You could be, other people want you. Other people want you. Everybody wants the fucking star. So that's why they're really haunted by you, okay? Is because a lot of other people want you. And they want to be your man, okay? So let's look at these positions to see what they're thinking about. Okay, the challenge. So, you know, you could have done a lot of challenging things. They could have felt like it was a challenge for them, you know, to get into a relationship with you, to get into bed with you, you know, but also I just feel like they're very focused on you sitting on them, when you were sitting on them, or standing up, doing a position like this, okay? The Catherine will. So they're thinking about really being tangled up, like positions that, you know, you guys were in when you guys were really like tangled up together. Scissoring, could be with some scissoring kind of energy here, but also just like desperation. This is kind of like an energy that you would possibly do. Like, I don't know why I'm seeing like a floor and like a fireplace or like a movie setup. You know how like some couples have like a movie date and they set up like an air mattress or like something in front of the TV, and you have a movie night and you're on the floor though by the couch. This was good. You could have had a situation happen like that, like a Netflix and chill kind of situation, and it got hot and steamy. They're haunted by that. Okay, the bridge just came out. You know, my people are good writers. You guys know how to ride. Okay, so yeah, they're thinking about your writing skills. You are talented. You might like to be on top, you know. You have the stamina. You know, you might have had them do some real weird entangling, you know, challenging positions, you know, or it just got challenging at times. But they're haunted by that for some reason, okay? So let's get some more cards. Did I do these? I didn't do these. Okay, I need to do these. I didn't do those for number one. I forgot those cards. That's okay. All right, so let's get into our dirty cards to see some more 18 plus energy. What is haunting them? You know, what are they haunted by? Whew. They're haunted by the challenge. Like, they're very haunted that it was very challenging to get you to this place where they could do these kind of things with you, and maybe they missed out on it. And now you're just in the spotlight and a lot of people want you. Okay. So we have this. This is, what is this? This is the will. Okay. And so this person really feels like you guys could have done things in front of a mirror. Let me just look at this. You guys, they're very attracted to your bottom. Very attracted to your ass, your booty cheeks. There's a jiggly, like the jiggle. There's a jiggle going on that is very, it haunts them. The jiggle of your ass cheeks haunts them, and very much focused on some type of incident that happened in the mirror. Okay, so there could have been a mirror involved. I can't really show this picture. You know, YouTube don't let us live out here, but let's see what else comes out for you. We have, what is this? The Eight of Water. Yeah, okay, so they're haunted. It almost feels like you got involved, right? Almost feels like you got involved and then you bounced. Like, there is this very emotional, spiritual element to your guys' connection besides the 18 plus energy. But it also just feels like you left them in a bunch of emotions. It's almost like you dropped that wop on them. You gave them that magical pussy and you left. You know, it almost feels like you had some type of an intention to do that. They feel that way. That's what's haunting them. It feels, when they think about it, it's like, oh, that's what she wanted. That's what they wanted. That's what he wanted. He wanted to come up in here and do all that and bounce. They're haunted by that energy, that you got them emotional. You got them emotional, right? And so like, it hits different when it's really bomb ass sex and the person is also emotionally invested. but it feels like you just left. You were disappointed in, you know, and you left, and somebody left, and now they're just okay. Oh, this one is really okay. So you guys kind of see, right? This person is haunted about seeing you wet. They could have taken a shower with you. You guys could have had some shower sex, but they're very haunted by your wet, glistening body, and doing you in the shower or doing you in a bathtub, or they're haunted by seeing the image of you like this, okay? Because there's this heavily energy of like watching you. Like this person is, like, you see that dark figure right there? That person is watching from afar. So they're haunted by this. This is 7 of Waters. So, okay, this is about waiting. Yeah, they, you know, also they feel like you know how to build up the energy. You know how to get this person going, and they have to wait to receive you. And yeah, so they're just always waiting for this moment to finally enter you. And it's like a tease, you know, you love to put on a show. You love to kind of like, you know, entertain them and get them juiced up. They love that, and it's haunting them that they don't get that anymore. That you were that way with them, and they don't get that anymore with you. Okay, so one more. Let me see where we are. Yeah, let's get one more. And I want to do those. Yeah, I feel like you are very seductive with your clothing. You're very like there's this peekaboo kind of energy. You might have like flashed them. You would flash them, you know, show them your butt, or like you would walk around with a thong, or show them like, you know, a thong picture or something like that, something to do about your butt. And you with that, it felt like that you were really invested in them. Like you really invest in the buildup of them finally doing the act with you. And that's haunting them. They're haunting. That seductive, alluring tease is very haunting to this person. Okay, wow, they're very haunted. Okay, I left because you told me to. So they're haunted that they actually listened to you. They are haunted because you told them to get the fuck out your face, and they did it. Why'd you listen to me? Yeah, I said that. You didn't have to go and do that. But they're haunted. They're like, man, why did I listen? I should have stayed on this person. Okay, I think we should slow down. This person is haunted because they slowed down with you. They let off. Okay, they're haunted because they're like, hey, I think we should just honestly slow down with this person, because they getting too much. Whatever happened besides the 18 plus, you know, now the 18 plus is haunting them. Love is the answer. Now they're just like, man, I really love this person though. They're haunted by the emotional connection that they have with you as well. All right. Be more selfish. They're haunted because they felt like they were selfish. They made decisions that were selfish. They also are haunted because you loved them and you allowed them to be like, to devour you, to be selfish with your body. And they're haunted by that. Okay? Because they don't got that no more. So that is who you're haunting and why. What is going on? What's the haunt? Okay? Let me know down below. What did this person do? Why did you tell them to go? They listened. They left. What happened? Things got slow. Let me know down below. But they're haunted, baby. They can't forget that. They can't forget it. So let me know down below, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Peace. Hello, number 3. Welcome. Let's find out who you are haunting. All right, we got here. It's sticky. Like, there's this creamy, sticky kind of situation going on. Slimy. Like, this person is very haunted because, you know, they're thinking about the times that they released onto you what you looked like. They could have did it on your face. They could have did it like on your body. They could have had like a real freaked out situation. You know, I'm hearing freak offs. Okay, so it could have been, you guys could have got really freaky with each other, you know, and they're thinking about the fluids on you. Okay, they're very haunted about your fluids, their fluids on you, you know, how you liked it like that, and also just like how wet you were. Okay, they're very haunted by that. Okay, so that's really what I'm getting from that. This person felt very like connected to you too. Like they felt very stuck to you because of this sexual energy that you guys had with each other. But let's move forward. These cards are going to give us more information on who. Okay, it's going to give you who and more about their haunting, their sexual 18 plus haunting. Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, so we got Pluto here. This person, you guys did things that were kind of taboo. They could have been into things that they were it was taboo. You've accepted those kind of things about them. They accept your taboo kind of stuff. You know, you guys really into some intense, I don't even want to say dark. I was going to say dark because of Pluto energy here, but it just feels like you guys tapped into your personal power. Like you guys kind of took control over each other. At times you guys take control. Like they felt controlled by you and then they can control you during sex. There's an evolution of growing, maybe even sexually or exploring with each other is what I'm feeling here. Okay, there is this energy of like exploring different things with this mystery card. Okay, so also I feel like there's like they are haunted because maybe the cycle has ended. Things are really dead and there is no rebirth, because it feels like you guys could have been stuck in a sexual cycle with this person. Like you guys could have never been in a relationship is what I'm feeling. You guys could have never really been in a true relationship. Maybe there was a baby involved. I'm hearing, or you guys were in a situationship for years, cycling, you know, and it was fun at first, but then it felt very addicting. It might have led to you maybe healing certain things about yourself. Okay, I'm just coming in, you know, I'm a deep reader. But also like, you know, this person is very much haunted because they know that dark energy, like you're working through that dark energy. You're not willing to be in this sexual cycle. Like, yeah, we had bomb sex. We would do all crazy fucking shit together. Like, but I don't have that control over this person anymore. And that's why they're very haunted. This person was very obsessed with you. They were obsessed with this Pluto energy. Ghost, like this is, you know, it says ghost here. Like they are very haunted, you know. There was this very psychic connection during sex. So it felt kind of spiritual at times. Very spiritual with this and Pluto energy. But yeah, that's what I'm really feeling. Let's get some more. We're going to get into the nasty cards, but I want to get some more tarot. Okay, this person could be a Scorpio. Okay, they could be a Scorpio. The sex could have been very intense. Hearing someone scream. Like yell out. So you guys could have been very loud in bed, and that's why they, you know, are haunted by it. Because they can hear the screams and the yells. Okay, so let's see what else is going on with this person. Six of Beasts. You're basically the best person, the best that they've ever had. Mainly because I feel like you really encouraged this person and like gassed them up during sex. Like you would really pump their head up, bitch, during sex, okay? You would really make them feel like the best. You really made them feel like they did that shit, you know? And I'm hearing like it's just not the same. So whoever they're in bed with, it just doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel authentic is what I'm feeling, okay? We have the Page of Curses here. So this person is haunted by like your creativity. You know, you guys were very creative in the bedroom. It felt very fun, but also again, they could see that you had like, maybe even if it was just a little, because I don't feel like this pile explored too much of the emotional connection here. They could feel like there is that potential that they could go there. They could. I don't know why they didn't. You know, it's not this type of reading, but I feel like this person might be haunted. Like, why didn't I take it the next step? Because I could see that we could have had something in the future emotionally. But this person is very much like, you were very giving, very generous, very, you know, I want to say like emotionally flirtatious with this person in the bed before sex. Okay. And there's a lot, like you were their biggest fan. This is what this person feels. This is what's haunting them. It might not be, you might not feel like, damn, I wasn't a fan, but this is what this person feels like. You were in the crowd. They could have been having sex with a bunch of other people, but you were the loudest. You could have been very loud in bed. Okay. So they're thinking about how loud you look. Ace of Swords. Yeah, you were really loud. They also feel like you were very strong, like you had endurance, like you could go for a really long time. You were really like strong, like that pussy is strong. I'm not seeing, but now I'm seeing the organs, like the Kegels, like you could have a really strong pussy, okay? And they could feel the squeezing and the tightening, like you have a healthy vagina. And I just feel like also the way you talk is very haunting to them, the way that you talk to them in bed. Yeah. You know, and also just like you kind of pumped them up, very much pumping them up, ego stroking with the words. Okay. And the potential of something maybe even growing emotionally with this person. Okay, so let's see some positions that are haunting them. We have 69, classic 69. So if you guys did this, they're haunted by it, but they're also very haunted by your head game, period. Okay, you really made this person feel like uplifted with the 6 of Wands and 69 head game energy. It's very much giving that. They're haunted because you just knew what you were doing. You made them feel great. Okay, think about the head. We have the glowing triangle. Okay, so they're just, they're very haunted by this energy. It almost looks like missionary to me. I'm trying to see why is this called the glowing triangle? But, it's just very much being face to face. This person is haunted by maybe seeing you face to face, like connecting is what I'm feeling. Connecting with your face during sex, okay? So let's get some more. Ooh. Some more positions here that are haunting them. Okay, this came out, and you know what? This came out with all of the piles, the bridge, and I've been saying this. My crew here on ADIE Rose Tarot, we know how to ride dick. Okay, that's funny. But they are thinking about it. They're haunted by your riding skills. Okay, you have endurance. Okay, you got endurance. You know how to keep up the pace. You enjoy that shit, and so they're very much, you could have had some tricky kind of situation and you still made it work, bitch, because you do that, right? And so they're haunted. They're haunted by that, okay? By your dick riding skills, okay? So let's see here. Let's get some nasty cards. I might not be able to show these cards because, YouTube just be seeing shit. Like, how do you guys even see shit like this? Okay, it's not even that serious. Okay, so we have 9 of Pentacles here. So they're very haunted because ooh, like physically, they are very attracted to you physically, right? But there is this energy of you possibly being, like there's this man here at the bottom. He's like, he's terrified. You have grown past this connection. So they don't feel like they're on the same level as you anymore. And they're haunted by that. They're haunted that there's all these different elements. Like your personality is not different per se, but your focus is. Maybe the way that you have changed, like your, I don't know, like your energy, they feel that it's just not on the same level. They're not on the same level. They feel like small when they look at you. But they're very much haunted because they really enjoyed like maybe the clothing that you wore. Like you're like, when they look at you, you're wearing the same type of clothes, and it makes them think about, you know, old memories and stuff. And like, there's not a lot that has changed about you. Right? I don't know. This is like, but you're single, and you could be very single. You could be single. I'm very single, and that's okay. Like you could be very single right now and enjoying it. You're, you know, enjoying being where you are in life, because that's what the 9 of Pentacles is about. And they're just wondering, why hasn't this person made their way over to me? You know, and it's haunting them because what is it? So they kind of feel like it's affecting their ego, and they're just like, damn, this person needs to really make me feel good about myself. Okay, so yeah, this picture I can't be showing. 2 of Fire, 2 of Wands. So this person is very haunted by, like, you guys would plan to do things like, oh, let's try this, let's do it here, let's go to this place. Very much about traveling to certain places and doing things. You guys could have taken pictures for them, did videos with them or for them, you know, and that's really haunting to them. That's really haunting them because they loved that. It made them feel special. It made them feel like deserving. Yeah. And now they're just, that's all they have. They just have what you've sent, what you've sent. Okay, so we have the Devil here. And so I feel like this person is very haunted by your energy because you have a devilish nature. Like, you're not afraid to get dirty and taboo, right? Also, you could have had a very codependent relationship with this person, you know? And your disconnect from this person has made them feel kind of codependent to you. It almost feels like there's a reversal kind of energy. But also, I just feel like they felt like they were kind of controlling you sexually. Like you wouldn't say no to them. It feels like you would not say no. And now you're saying no. So it's like, it could be just like you're not cycling back. You're not really picking up their phone, or you're just not interested, you know, anymore. And that's the no, you know, and that's haunting to them because they had your body. They had access to your body, and now they don't, you know. It almost feels like you're taunting them because when they look over, they see you wearing the same things, maybe being the same way, you know, but you're not that with them. And so there is this detachment that's driving them nuts because at one point they felt like you were heavily attached to them. Okay, wow. So they're haunted by that. Let's see, let's get some last messages. Okay. Maybe they're haunted that maybe it'll start up again. When is it gonna happen? Like no. I feel like some of you guys are like, no, it's not happening. They're very much, oh my God. They're very much haunted by that element of just having really great. And it's like, you know what it is? I feel like when it feels very abusive. I'm going to be completely honest. It feels like this person knew that you could have liked them more than they liked you. You could have been very aware of that. We already know that with the Pluto, with the mystery, shadow work, all of that. I feel like you had to work through some shit with yourself about this relationship. And they saw that it could have been love for you, that you could have, like, I could love this person. So much I like about them, but it wasn't going in that direction. It was only strictly, like, this person was not open to going down this love road with you. But I think what's haunting them is that they can see now, or they're open, that you could have really loved them. You know, that's what's haunting them. Whew. Yeah, they're just like, yeah, the person really liked me. They really, you know, they're haunted by the way that they used to hold you. Because I feel like some of you guys, with this person, you guys had, we have 9. I'm gonna put that down. You guys had some like after sex, they would hold you. And it felt like, oh, we're in a relationship, but you guys weren't. You know? And so it just, they're haunted by those moments that felt emotional, but like it didn't go any further than that, like cuddling, you know? We have, I am terrified. So they're haunted by how they're scared. This person could have been really, like, this detachment could be making them feel like, I want more with this person. Like, I want to try to see if we can have more than what we had. But they're terrified that they've missed that opportunity with you. Okay, so they're feeling the cord cut. Okay, the cord that you cut. I'm proud of you. Okay, they're feeling that, and they're terrified that it's severed for good. Because now they're realizing that they don't really have anybody. I don't know, you might have built a really strong friendship and connection with this person, but that's what I got for you. That's what's haunting them. Okay? That's what's haunting them. Let me know down below what happened. I'm proud of you for glowing up. I am proud of you for doing the work and maybe disconnecting from this person. Proud. Okay, let me know down below how you feel, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Peace.